The legendary golf movie Happy Gilmore was filmed right here in the Vancouver area, and I'm endeavouring to play every course that was featured in the movie. And one of the courses featured was the Pitch and Putt in Stanley Park. When Happy Gilmore plays at the Michelob Invitational, those scenes were filmed right here. This channel is all about my journey back to being a single-figured handicap golfer, and if this sounds like something you'd like to follow along with, then make sure you're subscribed to the channel to catch my future videos. A pitch and putt is typically a short-hold golf course made up entirely of par 3s. With holes ranging from 50 to 100 yards, it's the ideal place to get some of the most important shots dialed in. So not only is a pitch and putt a fantastic introduction to the game of golf, but a more experienced player can secretly benefit. I paid my $10 and slotted in line to head out onto the 18 holes.
Just one, please. Is there a course record?
Is there a course record?
Yeah.
I have no idea. We don't keep track of.
Oh, okay.
The par 54 spans across 1,200 yards, tee boxes are mats, and the location in the park feels a world away from the Vancouver city centre, which is only a baby 7-iron away. As an activity to do, it's pretty ideal for those living in the city. Of course, you won't find tournament greens here, but they still work. The first hole is 50 yards long and has the added bonus of having everyone waiting for their round watching you. Fortunately, I popped a beauty up there, pin high with the lob wedge. So now I know that my half swing 60 degree is 45 to 50 yards. Pretty good knowledge to have.
I think it's a bit right to left. Oh, no way.
A solid start to the round. Perhaps that course record might even be possible.
So next hole, par 3, 70 yards. I think might be my 54, and it's going to be like kind of a strong half, like there and through.
While I was warming up for this hole and waiting for the green to clear, I asked the chap behind me, who was also playing alone, if he wanted to join up. His name was Vu, and he'd just completed a 5-day golf course. After the final day, the teacher recommended that they then try out the Stanley Park Pitch and Putt to practice their skills, and here he was. I put my tee shot just in front of the flag and into position A.
Oh, go on.
The swing was a little bit more than I had intended, ending up being more of a 3/4 shot than the strong half I had planned. But turns out this was the right distance anyway. 70 yards, bit up the hill, it makes sense. The rough greens caused the ball to bobble and it doesn't break as I expected. However, still solid golf and I'm in for par. Feeling like a pro, it's off to the third. But not before Vu rifles in his putt for a 4.
Oh! Good job.
But what was about to happen would start to completely tear apart my game for the next month.
This looks like it's a bit trickier. Downhill, 75 yards. I might do the same shot, just don't hit it as hard. That's my plan. I got the right club? Yeah. Oh no, I've done it.
A shank. I don't know where it came from. I had my suspicions, but the golf coach fixed it in my future golf lesson, so now it's all good. But I couldn't go back in the past and fix what happened. I was just in the rough stuff. Chipping it just short of the green, I ended up with a harrowing 5 on a 75-yard hole, which was, coincidentally, the same score that Vu got, who has only been playing golf for 5 days. I was crushed.
65 yards here, pin at the back of the green. I'm going to play that same shot that I've been doing so far.
And unfortunately, it would happen again on my tee shot on the 4th hole.
Oh my god, I've shanked it again.
I couldn't understand how these suddenly started to happen. I couldn't see how I was doing something wrong, but clearly I was. While I puzzled, I still had to get out of the cabbage and ended up just off the green. Then sending the putt straight into the hole for a gold star recovery. Another par, but you can't exactly call this a good hole. And as you can probably tell, I was taking this round way too seriously.
Longest hole on the course here. 100 yards, 2 over par after 4 holes here. All because I've shanked it twice off the tee. Former single-figure handicap golfer struggling on this public pitch and putt.
A full 54 degrees should have been on the green.
Oh, it's short. I've got really underneath it. Oh, that's... that was so short. I got just like right underneath it, unfortunately.
And as we walked to the green, Vu asked me why I had so many more clubs than he did.
60 degree, which is a lob wedge, which is for just a little delicate kind of high shot. And then this is a gap wedge, which you can hit a bit further than your sand wedge.
He was completely enthralled. Miles short of the green, I actually popped it pretty close, but would then miss the tap in for par and came off with a bogey.
Chris, not gonna lie, tricky greens here. Vu's experiencing the same thing. It's they're very bobbly. I don't know what kind of drainage system they have. I think it's oh boy, I almost got it in again. I love his confidence. 80 yards. I'm gonna go for the kind of half plus is what I'll call it, with the 50 degree, because I think this is a shot I need to learn how to do. So just please don't shank it.
I wanted to experiment with a 3/4 easy gap wedge for this distance. And it does seem that it was mainly the half shots that were giving me those shank problems, because finally this one actually worked.
Chris, I'm on the next hole.
Turns out I crushed this thing. As ridiculous as it might look, I would love to play this course with a rangefinder with slope. I chipped back onto the green and 2-putted for yet another bogey. Looks like the 3/4 gap wedge is more like 95 yards or so.
What have we got? 7th hole, 60 yards. I'm just gonna do the same thing I've been doing every hole, I guess.
And look who's back, my friend the shank.
Oh my God. What the hell, what am I doing?
Why did you say that? You know what you've been doing on every hole.
Shanking it.
Perhaps the mat bounces the club up instead of digging into the ground? Anyway, I was in trouble and it was all my fault. Another complete mess of a hole and I've got a 5 on the card. Again, pretty unforgivable. Unfortunately, this would be Vu's last hole, as he had to leave to adopt some kittens with his wife. But before he headed off, I gave him a quick tip on his swing.
Hey!
And he ended up having the best shot of his day. Great job, Vu. 75 yards away, I brought out the 54 degree 3/4 swing.
It's massive. It's absolutely huge.
Which was probably closer to a full swing really, and it put me right over the back.
Oh my God, no way. Okay.
Yes way, Vu. Yes way.
As Vu was so impressed with my chip, I gave him a quick tip on how to improve his own technique. And what does he do? He pops it right next to the hole.
Oh, here we go. Hey.
I knocked my putt in and we said so long to our newest golfing friend. The 9th started off a bit different. Another shank, but this time it's in slow motion. At least you can clearly see it hitting the hosel here, so there's no getting out of that one. The chip goes a lot better, hitting the ball before the ground, but then I missed the short putt that I'd left myself, leaving with a 4.
Somehow we're 8 over par. I say somehow, it's because I've been shanking it.
I wasn't exactly making any disastrous mistakes apart from those obvious shanks. I wonder if I can pull it back. I regrouped and chose the 3/4 50 degree on the 10th and put it pin high.
Bonus, didn't shank it, but not on the green, which is not how the first 2 holes went. These ones are tricky because there's always a tendency to like stab into the ground. Like that. But it's close to the hole. Actually, my ball's actually in like a hole on the...
I have a solid start to the back 9 and make the par putt. But with another half shot needed, the shanks come back again on the 11th. I must have been doing something different with my chipping because I had no issues getting the second shot onto the green, then making a tricky 2-putt for a bogey.
There we go. I'm going to explain to you my theory about why I'm randomly shanking, and what I think is happening is it's coming in, hitting there, bouncing the mat and opening the face. That would kind of bounce there, and I think that's what's doing it.
The theory was clearly wrong, as there are even videos on YouTube from pros called "Why Do I Shank My Wedges at the Range?" The videos will then break your heart when they tell you it's nothing to do with the mats and it's all you. But as I said before, it's the first thing I ask the coach in my lesson, and I get told what's happening straight away.
Oh my God, it didn't shank.
The club goes straight down the target line, and I actually managed to hit a green from 50 yards, narrowly missing the birdie putt, My confidence is starting to come back.
That was close. I've never had a hole-in-one, but Elizabeth here, Bessie as she's known to her friends, 20 hole-in-one certificates. And she lived to be 98 as well. That's not bad going, is it? We're on the 13th hole. That's better. There we go. There we go, Chris. We're back.
Focusing on things going well, another birdie putt just misses the hole. But who cares? I actually hit a green. Oh wait, I care.
It was at this point right here, it was in the hole. And then it just straightened out and went past. I thought it was going to carry on bending, but it didn't.
The second longest hole now, and after learning what happened on that tee shot on the 6th hole, at 95 yards away, that 3/4 gap wedge could be right on the money.
That's at it. Get up. We're back, Chris. We are back.
But Chris, ever the non-golfer, couldn't see how close it was until we got right up there.
I told you it was good. Chris, I told you it was good. If I make it 2, this would be like a miracle. We might have a bounce off the flag situation here. Break. Gotcha. It's a birdie. It's a birdie. We've made a birdie. Can you believe it?
Making a birdie on these greens has to be worth more somehow. Well, it did to me. The game was finally starting to turn around in my favour, and the only way is up. That is, until I shanked another tee shot.
Oh my god, I shanked it.
I finished a 50-yard hole in 4 shots and questioned everything about my knowledge of playing golf. But then I reflected on what was really happening with my score on this round.
We're 9 over for the round. I've just realised something, that if I do get 3 pars on these last 3 holes, that's 9 over, which is a 9 handicap, which is the whole point of the channel. So we could be basically done on, don't need to make any more videos because I've done it. I almost want to just go around again and just be like, okay, all I'm going to think about is not shanking it. And then I'd probably be level par.
Probably not the right thing to say at that moment, but I didn't.
Oh, he's not shanked it, thank God. There we go, we're on the green, Chris.
A tidy 2-putt, and I was in for 3. The quest for 3 pars was on.
1 par. We're on 17th now, par 3, 60 yards. I'm going to take my 54.
Not the tee shot you're looking for in this high pressure situation. I was up against it.
Just pulled it a little bit. This is very tricky. I'm just going to just rock shoulders here. Hope for the best.
I chip on and left myself a testing putt to make my par. It just slides by the hole, and I'm 10 over for the day. The dream might all be over.
18th hole, par 3, 75 yards. Tricky. That is a very tricky distance. We're going to hit 54 again. I'm nervous. Are you nervous? We've knifed it, but somehow, oh, it's gone through the green. No, that's what it's meant to do.
With a putt for birdie and to achieve that goal of 9 over, I didn't even give it a chance. Despite that insane shanking display, I had a great time. I definitely want to come back and give this another go. Let's look at it this way. If I can go round this pitch and putt in level par, I could potentially be taking up to 10 shots off my normal round. I also left this round with way more knowledge about my 1/2 and 3/4 wedge shots, which has actually proved really useful out on the course since then. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and why not tell another golfing friend about this channel? If you enjoyed the video, then please leave a like by tapping the thumbs up button, and let me know what you think caused my shank in the comments below. Just a heads up though, it's a combo of an out to in swing and also not letting the club head release onto the target line. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the course.